All right, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the January 24th IRC tag meeting. Micah was allowed to attend, so I will kind of sit in for him as chair today. And first up, we will have a welcome and introductions, and I'll take roll. I'm Ray Shipman. John is not speaking, and Stoy and staff, he's sitting there. So Micah Chappelle won't be here. Jennifer Ulick.
Hi, it's Jen Eluke,
I'm sorry.
that's okay. I don't ever expect anybody to be able to pronounce that. And I'm here. Thanks. Good morning.
Good morning. Quinn, Ty. Ron.
Ron Turkowitz here.
Thank you. Welcome. Todd Short.
I'm here.
Todd. Michelle. I see her. I see you, Michelle. Annie O'Rourke.
Here, present.
And Darren Graham.
Here.
Stay up here.
Thank you. That is 6. We have a quorum. We can continue business. Thank you.
But it's not till-
Okay, next up on the agenda is to review and approve the agenda. If everybody had a chance to review and approve, I'd like a motion to accept.
So moved.
That house
Second.
Second.
Second. All in favor?
Hi.
there. Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Hi.
The agenda is motion second and approved. John, I don't know if it's typo. Do we have minutes from the last meeting? I guess it's been approved, so we got to move forward anyway. So it's go ahead and we'll just pull the agenda back up, John, please.
Yeah, no, I don't have the meeting
Okay.
minutes from. Yeah,
Okay.
I don't have them from last time. I'm catching those up on when Serena was supposed to send.
That COVID's really hit you hard. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to review.
What we do have, I'll jump in for a second here, is these are the results from the
Yeah, John, you're really broken up. No, I don't think we can hear you.
form that I had sent out. So we've got Quinn's are all in here. And then Darren's.
John, your connection's really, really bad.
I know.
Okay. Yeah, okay, so we're going to review the chapters that have been submitted. So John, just go ahead and pull up the first code proposals that you have reviewed. You want to pull up that spreadsheet, John, if you can? All right, looks like we lost John.
Okay.
Oh, it's all right.
Eh,
Joanne, do you have that? I can probably look for it real quick.
I'm looking for it as we speak.
I think I've got it pulled up. I think I got it here. Let me see if there's any comments on it. Okay, I've got one pulled up and there's nothing on it. Let me try to find another one. Oh, please bear with us. Sorry about this, folks. Stoyan, do you know where by any chance, have you worked with John on this, on his spreadsheet for what he has on?
I found one and I'm trying to open it and see if we have something in it. Just give me a few seconds.
I've opened everything in the 2021 IRC and I'm not seeing anything.
Okay, I'll share my screen if this is the one that. This is what I have, chapter 1.
Okay, well, I suppose we'll just start here. Does it say who reviewed chapter 1?
Jen, was it you or somebody
Yeah,
else?
yeah, I think it was me, and I did chapter 2 as well.
Okay,
So
Yeah, so I'll be honest, I kind of felt like I was winging it here. I didn't really know exactly what information you guys wanted in here. I don't even know if I've done this correctly at all for what the goal was. So, and I'm not really sure what we're doing today here at the meeting either. Maybe somebody could explain kind of what today's goal is.
So this is, we need 2 reports for the International Residential Code. The first one is we're reading the existing amendments and we're comparing with 2021 International Residential Code. Our goal is to eliminate amendments that are no longer needed, or to say continue adopting this existing amendment, or continue adopting with modifications, and the modifications shouldn't be any modifications with regulatory effect. Simple modifications like editing, section renumbering, those kind of things.
Okay, good. So I think then I've got the info you're looking for in this thing.
And when you folks are working on this, more information is okay, because if we have too much, it's easier to, to make it, to summarize it and make it shorter compared to if we don't have enough. So don't worry about, sending us too much of information.
Great.
all right.
So what we can do, if Jen can start, and kind of make a short introduction to her recommendations, and the rest of the TAC members can also speak up and provide comments or opinions if they have any. We will start with chapter 1, and the first section is WAC 5151-102. So this is section R102.5.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have much more to expand upon other than what you see right there in writing. So I did notice that it calls Appendix Q dwelling unit sprinkler systems, but that appendix is tiny houses. So
your recommendation is to keep it. Is that correct?
yeah,
Okay.
but there's a correction that needs to be done. So when we say keep it, it needs to be modified because there's an error. Yeah.
Okay.
So that one we can eliminate it.
Stoyan, excuse me, could, in the comments, what was the error again?
Can you, it's probably easier to just read it.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, for me, I don't want to just read my spreadsheet to everybody. I don't.
Yeah. We're all kind of jumping in the middle of a
Yeah.
here, just trying to get through this. Let me see here. This whole section is addition. Okay. I'm just trying to help out when John gets ready to do this on a OTS document. He knows what the error is and what to modify. Okay. And then 106, you said can be eliminated based on code was revised to match our language.
Yes.
Do you, by any chance, know what part was modified? It's all, I can see it right here. I got my book open. Okay. And I guess from here, if everybody's in agreement, we will, we'll take a motion to accept these changes as on the screen for chapter 1, and then we'll move to the next chapter.
This is Todd. I'm a little unclear on the comment on 102.5. Is this saying that the 2021 code has a renumbering for the appendixes? Is that what it's simply saying?
It's, I guess you could call it renumbering. It calls Appendix Q dwelling unit sprinkler systems. So you've got, it's saying Appendix Q, but it has the description for a different appendix.
Okay.
Appendix Q is currently tiny houses, and
Right.
I assume the intent for R 102.5 was Appendix U, which is the sprinkler system. So we will modify the reference. That's an editorial correction. It's a simple fix.
Yes, and I agree. Thank you.
So do we have a motion to accept chapter 1 as seen on the screen?
I make a motion to accept.
A second?
Second.
All right. All in favor?
Aye.
Hey, can we have some discussion? I'm not clear of this process.
Okay.
So
I'm
in the past, we would identify issues and we would have it in whole at the time we would make a motion to move it forward. Is this just an agreement that those things should be done so we could take a look at it? Or are you saying we're actually accepting each and every one of these as we go?
We're accepting the change to we're gonna delete the one and then accept the change for the renumbering for the other one.
So like when I went through, I was just doing what was the stated goal earlier. Are we going to keep it? Are we going to modify it or delete it?
Yeah.
But I have not rewritten things, like, oh, here's the specific modification, nor did I know that we were going to go through as a team and go through every single one today. Like, I don't even have all of this up. I don't remember, like I filled it out when I did it a few weeks ago. So I don't remember every minutia detail of every single suggestion that I put in there. So I feel a little off guard. Yeah, I mean,
you're what Stoyan said earlier, all we're gonna do is keep it, delete it, or modify it with minor corrections. Anything major for code language, stuff like that has to go through the code change proposal process.
So let me jump in and just ask a real quick question then, Jen. Did you take a look then at 102.7.1, 102.7.3 and determined that those didn't need to be modified? Because I'm just hearing reference to 102.5 and 106.1.
Yeah, correct. I mean, that was the other part that was really difficult is you pull up the amendment and it's really this whole big section, only parts of it were actually amended. So the things that I've called out here, this very specific sections are the ones that need attention. Everything else is fine.
Remains. The intention is that we would retain the amendments in 102.7.1, 102.7.2 as well, correct?
Well, let me just pull up
We got it on the screen here now.
the
You have
spreadsheet
it on the
here.
screen.
So 2.5, 2.71, so I've addressed each one. There's two that need attention, and there's one that says no modifications necessary. This whole section is an addition, does not exist in the base code. So there's no missing part to this first one that we've talked about. They're all three of those are listed in the spreadsheet.
So we have 102.5, 102.7.1, and 102.7.2.
Oh, it's Stoyan. John
Yes,
said, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. John says that this isn't the updated spreadsheet. He's got it and we'll pull it up now. If you want to-
No, the one that you're working on is hers. I'm setting this to be preemptive on the other ones, just so you have it. Darren's responses. Go
If I
ahead.
stop sharing, can you pull it up?
Yeah, this is a different one. So the one
Okay.
that she's working in, or the one that you're showing is the most accurate one for what Jen had. So that was correct. I was just giving you a heads up that here are the other responses that are on the form. I have those on a different, and I just sent you a link to it.
So since you're already in, you can share whatever it needs to be shared, because this is the only one I found. So
Yeah, this is the, these are the responses from the form. But these are Darren's and Quinn's. Yeah. Let's make sure. Yeah. Right there. So I'll scroll to the top. There. Can you guys see it?
Yes.
Okay. And Michelle's, or I'm sorry, Jen's, I haven't added to this yet. We're still getting responses right before the meeting.
John, I'm sorry to do this. I know I'm supposed to be running this meeting, but I'm not sure how you explained it to the tag and how we can go through. If you can try to limp through a little bit, I can step in when I can, but I'm kind of at a loss. I'm a little lost right now with the different forms. So,
Yeah, I guess we can go back to what you guys were working on. Sorry, I was sending that to you privately, so we didn't have, this is Jen's. This is what she had sent. I think that's where you guys were at, right?
yes, I think.
Okay. So I'll add all of these together to the main master document that we have. But yeah, this is where we were at. So as far as what you guys were doing was what we were planning on doing. It's the direction that Mike had given was, are we making adjustments? Are we keeping, what are we deleting? What's the goal? That was essentially what we were doing today, is going through these. This is the first chance we've had to go through them.
okay. So John, are you running the screen right now?
Yes,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
John
you
is
can
on
see
it.
it.
Right. So I think we were still open for discussion on the scope of administration, chapter 1. Is everybody good with the changes that we were going to make?
John, when is the next meeting? When the next meeting was scheduled for?
Upcoming.
My calendar shows it next Monday.
Next Monday?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
what we can do, because it seems we're all confused, and what we can do, we will work on the information that John already received, and I hope he will keep receiving more information from you, and we will update this spreadsheet with specific recommendations. So we'll have the TAC member recommendation, we'll have the staff recommendation, and then I think it will be much clearer for the technical advisory group members. What our goal here is, we want to receive as much information as we can from the TAC members. We will modify the spreadsheet, fill in with the information, and then when we meet the next time, you folks will be able to see much more clearly what is the recommendation, because we are all a little confused right now. I will repeat what is the task for this technical advisory group. first we need the recommendation. Should we keep this amendment? Should we eliminate this amendment, or we will need modifications to the existing amendment? We don't need too many details here, because if we are going to keep the amendment, then it's enough to say, okay, keep it. It's unique for the state. The model code doesn't address it. That's enough. If we're going to eliminate it, a comment like no longer needed, it's addressed by the model code, that's enough. Or if it needs modification, just mention what the modification is about. Needs renumbering, or as it's shown for R102.5 appendix Q, that's enough too, and the staff will do the rest.
Sounds good. But then it sounded like we were also going to dive into the details of what the modifications would be, which I've put in here, but I'm not prepared to describe each one in detail and kind of defend it, because I didn't know that that's what we were doing. So
if you wanna spend more time and have the code language and what kind of modification, what exactly you're proposing for modifying the language, that's okay. But what I see right now in this spreadsheet, to me, it's good enough to put the proposal together and say, okay, here is the TAC recommendation, and here is why we're modifying the language. All these modifications,
Okay.
they're editorial. Again, if we give more time, you can provide more details. If not, just give a little summary, and we'll take from there.
okay.
Ray already stated that if it's something that has a regulatory change, then it's not the task for this technical advisory group. If for any regulatory change, it will require new amendment proposal. So your job is much simpler now. You don't need to provide proposals right now. If it's something major, you can make a comment and say we want to eliminate this section and it changes the regulatory effect, and we want to eliminate it because of something, but we will provide a proposal when the submittal period opens. So that's good enough.
Yeah, I would really recommend keeping it as simple as possible and kind of get the meat and potatoes, and then as a tag, you can fine tune it in this process right here when you review it. So Soin, I think we're on the same page. We're just going to go ahead and just review this document at the next meeting. We'll finish out the agenda and then go over this document at the next meeting in a little more detail. Is that what you were alluding to?
Yes.
Okay, that's great. John, can you pull up the agenda again, please? Okay, I guess we'll just move on to item number 4 then. Is there any other business that somebody would like to talk about or clarification on anything?
So is it clearer after Ray and I were trying to clarify it, or it got even worse?
And if you come up with a question or you're working through it and something comes up, feel free to email any of us or the SBC mailbox, and we can provide more clarity.
As I'm working through this spreadsheet that you provided and just trying to be as brief as possible, I guess I'll be providing an email that talks about why I came up with some of the decisions I did, because frankly, in chapter 5 from the 2018 cycle, a lot of that was actually taken up in the 2021, and yet there's some little anomalies. So I'm kind of seeing a hybrid that's going to be coming from me with regards to what we keep and what we don't keep.
Okay.
And Ray, this is Todd. I was going to ask, I didn't get any chapters assigned. It looks like we have chapters 10s and some of the appendixes. is that everything in whole, or are there some additional chapters that can be assigned? Or do you know?
John, have all chapters been assigned?
Yeah, we've gotten them all. I've got it pulled up right now. The chapters that were assigned are. Can you guys see the screen there?
Todd, are there any chapters that you would like to have that maybe we can put your name down with and you can work with the tag number?
Generally, I mean, I will keep my eye out for like fire and life safety aspects. So not really, but I'm just willing to, lend a hand here. So.
Okay. I'll work with John and we'll get back a hold of you, and we'll talk to a couple of the other tag members and tell them about the life safety aspects that you'd like to be a part of.
Okay, and then I appreciate the clarity too now of we're really just reviewing to see if the 2021 code has made changes that could modify our amendments.
Exactly.
Kind of a yes, no, and at least briefly or summarize what those are.
Yeah.
And then as Annie said, there may be some changes that would result in a code amendment that would have to come later, right? That's kind of part 2.
That would be during our code change proposal process for like the major changes. But yeah, basically we just want to know, do we need this amendment? Do we delete it, or just the minor tweaks? And something to remember too, there's 2 reports that we have to submit to the council in February. It'll be this existing amendment report of what we're going to keep, delete, or slightly modify. And there's also a significant change report that we need to do. And that's any major significant changes that have happened between 18 to 21. And that's for the model code. So
okay. And then I do have an email into John, but there was an email that was sent with some online versions, but the online versions for Washington State stop, of course, at 2018. It was referenced that we had online access to the 2021, but I can't find it.
2021 is the model code. 2021 is the model code without the state amendments.
And is that something that you guys I know you're not providing a paper copy, but are you able to provide access to the model code 2021?
I think John sent you a link to 2021 model code as well.
Okay.
As far as I remember, there were 2 links. One link is for 2018, the model code with the amendments. The second link was to 2021.
Okay.
And there is another place you can see the amendments. This is the we can send you a link to the WACT as well. So the WACT 5151 will give you some idea what is the exact language that is has been approved.
Okay, yeah, and thank you for that. And it was mentioned by Micah that the significant changes was possibly going to be made available. Is that something that's online also?
The significant changes are not available online, so we can send you your chapters, significant changes, the chapters you are assigned to.
Okay.
And if anybody has any problems with any of the links, or they can't get to something, please feel free to reach out. We'll get it to you as quickly as possible.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
We are working with the code publishers, and we may be able to get some codes for all tag members, but we won't be able to do it for this particular group 2 code adoption. So for the next code adoption cycle, I hope we will be able to provide codes for everybody.
Navigating through the 2021 code online is quite difficult in that the tables don't align with the code sections, and so you're chasing around. You clearly can't print anything, so it takes quite a bit of time navigating between the different sections and the respective tables and figures and so forth.
I'm going to make note of that. We'll see if we can get you some chapters that'll help you out. Maybe some PDFs of your chapters that you're reviewing.
PDFs would be great, actually.
I'll look into that, make sure that we can get that to you.
So do you want me to revise my spreadsheet to just maybe more clearly at the top say keep, modify, or delete, and then the detail below or something, because make it go through next meeting a little bit quicker.
With chapter 1, I think it's clear enough. We just need to rewrite it in the spreadsheet. And I didn't look chapter 2, so I'm not sure, but it seems all right.
Okay.
Is there anything else for other business?
So send emails to John, CC myself and Ray, and we will be able to send you the PDFs for the chapters. We can't send you the entire book because of some copyrights issues. And Micah was planning to provide some codes through Seattle. They have some relationship with the publisher, but again, he wasn't able to make it for today, so we'll work on that.
Well, I appreciate everybody showing up today, and
One
I'm
question.
trying to interrupt. Somebody go ahead.
One question, this is Ron. Are you going to send out the revised spreadsheet or the spreadsheet? Just maybe send it out again so we've got all got the same document.
One option is to have the spreadsheet posted on the website, and we'll send it to you whatever we have available with the information that is available right now. And we can do our best to fill in the missing information when you're sending your chapters, but I'm not sure how we can keep up with how we can keep it up to date, but we will make available whatever we have.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
How I
Thank you.
how I do it, and I don't know if John wants to do it, and I'm not sure it works best for this tag, but in my tags, what I do is when I send out my invite, I send out the most updated spreadsheet. And then as things come in, I keep updating that spreadsheet. So when the tag meeting starts, I have everybody's information in. That's how I do mine. So I don't know if that.
I'll jump in. The way that we were going to do it, once we got data, was like we did it with the IBC. And that was where I have a page I haven't built. It's not active yet, but it'll be listed. So similar to this, like the log. So it would be updated completely, but an online version of it. So
Yeah, we can work
do it whichever way makes sense.
We can work through the details. But we'll get you something, a workable form.
Thank you.
Yeah. Anything else? All right, if nobody has any objections, I'm gonna call this meeting adjourned. Everybody have a nice day.
Thank you.
Thank you.